Terrorism today has spread across international borders, serving its sole purpose of disturbing peace and tranquility in the world. It has always destroyed the efforts of like-minded entities that relentlessly work to maintain peace across the globe. One of these entities is India, a country that has been a victim of terrorism emanating from Pakistan. However, New Delhi has always preached what it follows, taking a strong stand against terrorism and extremism on each front. We have a report.
We will not deal, on the basis of terms that they set where the practice of terrorism is deemed as legitimate.
Pakistan has a long record of carrying out cross-border terrorism against its neighboring countries. Since Pakistan got its independence in the year 1947, the country has been engaging in cross-border terrorism against India. New Delhi has endured numerous heinous attacks over the years, all supported and sponsored by Pakistan, such as the assault on the Indian Parliament in 2001, the 2005 Delhi bombings, the 2008 Mumbai terror attack, the attack on the Pathankot airbase, and the attack on the army camp in Uri have been attributed to Pakistan-sponsored terrorism. On one hand, Pakistan has made it clear that it will not give up on its experiment of jihadi terrorism on Indian soil. On the other hand, it continues to pretend to be interested in talks with New Delhi. India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar, however, emphasized in a recent statement that India will not engage in talks with Pakistan unless terrorism is unequivocally condemned. This marks a departure from the past when Pakistan sought to leverage terrorism in its dealings with India.
What Pakistan was trying to do, not now, but over multiple decades, was really to use cross-border terrorism to bring India to the table. Okay? That, in essence, was its core policy. We have made that irrelevant by not playing that game. Now, it's not a case that we don't will not deal with a neighbor. After all, at the end of the day, a neighbor is a neighbor. But it is that we will not deal, on the basis of terms that they set where the practice of terrorism is deemed as legitimate and effective in order to bring it to the table.
The truth about cross-border terrorism remains clear. Islamabad has provided safe haven to various terror outfits and continues to use them as proxies against India. Pakistan Army provides safe passage to these terrorists to infiltrate into India's Jammu and Kashmir and carry out terror activities. A substantial number of terrorists supported by Pakistan remain hidden in Jammu and Kashmir, actively seeking opportunities to carry out acts of terror. India's security forces consistently apprehend and neutralize terrorists infiltrating from Pakistan, and there have been instances of dismantling terrorist training camps in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Cross-border terrorism has inflicted numerous casualties in India, targeting civilian areas through bombings and shooting attacks. The ultimate aim is to instill fear and unrest by attacking public places like markets, tourist attractions, and transport hubs. Recent incidents such as the ambush on Indian Army vehicles in Poonch district, resulting in the death of 4 soldiers, highlight the ongoing threat posed by terrorists infiltrating from Pakistan.
का इलाका जो है ये नोटोरियस है इन्फिल्ट्रेशन के लिए। वहाँ की टोपोग्राफी, वहाँ के घने जंगल, ऊंची नीची पहाड़ियाँ, वहाँ पे छुपने की जगह और पुअर विजिबिलिटी, सारी की सारी जो है उसके वो मदद देती है इन्फिल्ट्रेटर्स को, टेररिस्ट को। उसी का फ़ायदा उठा रहा है आईएसआई और पाकिस्तान की आर्मी, और बड़े पैमाने पर वहाँ टेररिस्ट को भेज रहा है। और एक जॉइंट ऑपरेशन में हमारे 3 जवान जो है वो मारे गए और 3 जवान जख्मी हुए हैं। ये साफ तौर पे पाकिस्तान की और आईएसआई की साजिश है, और अभी समय आ गया है कि हम उनके जितने भी टेररिस्ट ट्रेनिंग कैंप्स हैं अक्रॉस द बॉर्डर, जिनके लोकेशन हमको कोऑर्डिनेट मालूम है, उनको बर्बाद करें। पाकिस्तान को साफ तौर पे मैसेज देना चाहिए, बिल्कुल पुलवामा के बाद में या उरी के बाद में, कि हिंदुस्तान की ज़ीरो टॉलरेंस पॉलिसी है और हम इसको बर्दाश्त नहीं करेंगे।
Leaders of terrorist groups operating from Pakistan such as Hafiz Saeed and Masood Azhar remain wanted by India, yet Pakistan has failed to take decisive action against them, indicating continued support for cross-border terrorism. However, India has implemented various measures to counter this threat, including military retaliation against terrorists and upgrading defenses along the India-Pakistan border. Despite the challenges, India's security forces have achieved success in countering terrorist camps in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, including a 2019 airstrike on a Jaish-e-Mohammed training camp. Cross-border terrorism adversely affects the lives of ordinary Indians, impacting internal security and economic growth. A resolution hinges on Pakistan's cessation of support for terrorist groups and the prevention of its territory being used for acts of terrorism against India.